Hello everyone. Just wanted to take a few minutes here and do a year-end 2020 update. What you're looking at here is the layout, obviously from the, the bridge end, let's call it. And what you can see there in the middle of the peninsula is some other buildings that I've been working on. The one that's in the foreground, the white building with the green roof, is the Lifelike Supply House. Don't know how many of you have seen that before. It's actually got a little connecting conveyor that connects the taller building on the left to the smaller one on the right. I don't have that glued in place yet because I'm not sure where these buildings are going. So I've got that one, and then just to the right of that is, I think it's called, I don't know, I guess I've seen it called different things, a freight warehouse, freight house, whatever. It's been marketed by multiple companies. I think it was originally a European design that was brick and then had a tile roof, and then it was sort of Americanized to have a metal roof and a combination metal and shingle roof, and some wood grain siding and such. But so anyhow, I have that. And then behind that, the green and yellow buildings back there, there's a grain elevator on the left with a couple of silos. That was also a European kit. I'm not sure if Lifelike or Walthers or who put that out in the US, but both of the green and yellow buildings are part of that. And then behind that, let me move the tripod over here, so hopefully we can get a better view of that. Is the, I think it was I don't know if it was a propane facility or what it was, the big silver tank there. And then I have two propane tanks, two of the big propane tanks, which are part of that propane tank kit. So I'm going to try and put that together, as a single industry. And then finally, up in the front here are a couple of little freight houses, which I think I've put a video out on before, about a year ago or more. But so anyway, this is kind of the, in addition to the lumber yard, these are some other buildings I've been working on. So I'm going to swing the camera around here and just kind of talk about expansion plans for a minute. So hopefully I won't make anyone sick. All right, so back here is the 4x8 extension that I had originally planned to be a large yard, but I think it's going to end up being where the lumber facility goes. I had originally planned to put the lumber facility on a 2x6 extension that I'll show you in a minute, but it's just not enough room to fit back there. So I think it's going to go over here. Obviously I've got to do some painting on this yet. It still has the blue foam on it. I actually picked up this table from a neighbor that was getting out of the hobby, and he had this 4x8 table made. So I just bought it from him for a pretty good price, I think $50. So it's going to be the lumber yard complex, maybe a few other things, I'm not sure what yet. All right, so I'm going to swing around again, try and do this slowly. So I'm in a garage, which is actually in the basement of my house. So it's a double tandem garage. It's about 35 feet long, front to back. Over here is my workspace. You can see I've got a computer set up over there and a little work area. I've got some little tables set up here to kind of hold things as I'm working on them. But I've got something coming, ordered from Amazon, which I'll show you in a week or two when it arrives, kind of an addition to my workspace. So swinging around again, looking at the layout. So again, not much has been happening on the layout. I'll talk a bit about what I've been doing for the past 12 months, I suppose. The beginning of the year in March, my daughter and her husband and 5 kids put their house on the market, and it sold on the first day. And the reason they were trying to sell their house is because they were building a new one, and that construction time was 6 months elapsed. So they moved into our basement, which is finished. There's a couple of bedrooms and a kitchen and a full bath, and it's about 1,400 square feet over there. So they moved out just before Thanksgiving. So the spot that you see back here, and I'll slowly swing the camera around again, back here between the door and the edge of the layout was full of stuff. And also up the side of the layout to the door into the basement was full of stuff. So I couldn't get in here to do any work, which is mainly because of, obviously you want to help your kids out when you can. So we did, and but now they've moved out, and I'm back in to the layout room, got it kind of organized and cleaned up and such. One thing I wanted to show you here on the floor is I have added some rubber mats just in the areas that I walk. Actually, my wife was kind enough to put those down for me. She helped me clean the garage out after the kids departed and put down the rubber mats, and so you can imagine after a year of sitting empty, everything was pretty dirty. So I was grateful for her help in doing that. So let's see, if you can see way back in the corner, let me turn the video off here and resume back over there in just a second. So this is the spot that I was planning to put the lumber yard in, but you can see with all of the buildings that I have, there's just not enough space over here to make it look realistic. Everything is going to be kind of crammed together here. So I've got to put in a turnout to get into this area, but I'll put something else over here. So not sure what. I'm going to pan slowly again around to the left, and here you can see where back when the layout was in the other house, I had a yard in there, which you can see the train I've got sitting up there. It would be on the back side. That's on the inside main right now, but I've got enough space in here for my intermodal yard and also for my vehicle automotive unloading facility. So right where that Wisconsin Southern F45 is sitting, there's a turnout there which would come back to the left, and I'm going to use that turnout to connect all the way back up into the peninsula here, and have this be the intermodal facility. So plenty of room back up in here for that. There's also a turnout right in front of us here, which I'm not sure if we can see that, but that kind of goes back into a small, right now it's a 2-track yard. I can put another turnout in there and connect that one piece of track that's just kind of floating in space, and make that my automobile unloading facility. So that's kind of the plan for the peninsula right now. So automotive to the right, intermodal to the left. And I think that's it. I don't want this video to go on for too long. But what I've been also working on is, well, let me pause the video here for a minute. I've also been trying to kind of get my rolling stock in shape. Make sure all the couplers are good, the coupler heights are good, making sure the weights are good. So, just a lot of stuff that in preparation for actually running trains that has to be done. I spent some time a while back getting all of my locomotives consisted together. I may have some speed matching to do there yet, but just trying to get that done, in preparation for starting to run trains. So still a lot of work to do related to yards and places to locate industries. And again, I change things kind of as I go. I mean, that's my plan for right now is for the peninsula, is intermodal and automotive unloading. something else way back in the corner there, and then lumber facility on the 4x8 extension. So I don't want to belabor this too much, but also don't want the video to last too long. But just wanted to give you all an update on where I am and what I've been doing, and why I haven't been doing much for the past year. So with that, I'll go ahead and sign off. Hopefully I'll be able to post more videos in a more rapid succession than once a year. So hope everyone had a good Christmas. Hope you all had a good New Year's, and look forward to posting more videos soon. Take care, everyone.